Maporino 2022 continues. As this local recording begins, we're looking at In Utter Darkness, Legacy of the Void Edition, submitted by Miazmatic, who's a moderator of the channel and on the Discord. We appreciate your hard work. He's also he, she, they. I honestly, I don't know, so I just we'll keep it ambiguous. Has submitted a lot of graphical things to the channel, makes a lot of good memes as well. So just in general, a power user, a contributor, and we appreciate that. In Utter Darkness with Legacy of the Void units, mechanics, and more. Using replay is allowed but not recommended as it may break several functions. All right, let's try and one-hit it. Let's one-hit it. No choices of anything here. I hope this has at least one bat. Well, we had that map earlier with the Vorvalings that were kind of like little Zergling bats. Prophecy Missions Legacy of the Void Edition. Does this mean you've made the other ones, too? And they look good in shorts, too. Man, I'm still mad about that XCOM 2 playthrough, can I tell you? I'm still mad about it. I've only playtested on Brutal and Hard. I hate to be inconsistent here, but maybe I'll play this on at least Hard. But that being inconsistent on that isn't necessarily fair to other people, because I know a lot of people are like, Jamie, you gotta play my submission on Hard, it's the only way. Well, if you're submitting to Maporino, you could just make your normal difficulty harder. But that's a possibility. And Taro Tassadar, it's the best hint we could get. See, yeah, cheek with the angry face. I made the title just in case I decided to go back and make the other prophecy missions. Gotcha. You're angry because you lost shorts to the Snake King. Yeah, exactly. That early Snake Ruler was garbage. We lost one of the best squad members. All right, send me in. Oh my god. Heroes have received a number of changes, including new abilities. Composition of enemy waves has been changed to include units from Heartless. Oh no. Jumping Banelings? Disruption, Web, and Stasis no longer affect heroic units, aka hybrid. Destroyers now deal bonus damage versus light instead of armored, and their bounce beam damage is now affected by upgrades. Oh, not hybrid destroyers, but like flying destroyers. Expansion is now lightly guarded. How could you? Energy cost of tier 1 SOA abilities reduced to 50. Black hole energy cost increased by 100. Gradual SOA abilities are now the default setting. The old setting modifier has been replaced. Now the SOA abilities are gradually lost over time once the kill quota has been reached. Void Rays and Destroyers have been fixed. Even giving the option to leave them on default. This is a slick menu. Slick menu. Start with Spear of Ability instead of only unlocking his... Yeah, we'll wait. We'll let them unlock. Enemy Zerg will spawn with random HOTS evolution variants? Absolutely not. Amon can't decide what his favorite color is. May cause lag. Just in case, we won't do that. I want to, though. I want to. Look. You're gonna hate this, but I'm gonna do Spinny Zealots. I think they're great against the swarms of Zerglings coming in. Then we go, Purifier Adepts. Let's do it. Of course, Vanguards. Shakuras Dark Templar is a no-brainer. Energizers. I'm not gonna make any of these units, but I will go with Mirages. I'll go with Mirages. Dark Templar. Or rather, Dark Archons. It's like, the earlier you invest, the better they can be. I guess you could take Broodlords, but I'm just gonna stick with High Templar here. Dude, Purifier Colossus, duh. Do we do it? Do we do it? I'll do it. And then we'll do an Ire Carrier for the healing. Chrono Surge. Solar Lance. Orbital Assimilators because the extra supply, please. Talendar shield overcharge. Talendar's probably a great oh shit. I mean, that's kind of what Solar Lance is for, though. Presumably we're going to lose Solar Lance fairly early. I'll go shield overcharge. Reconstruction beam is so good. Matrix Overload actually would be excellent on this mission. I mean, Purification Beam is probably also really good here. It's just there's no opportunity cost for not taking the highest tier because there's no Solarite cost for that. You know? So yeah, let's go Talendar. Amon, but name tag is Jeb exclamation point. Okay.
Protoss brethren, heed me.
Heed me.
The last twilight has fallen. The galaxy burns around us. The Terrans have been consumed. We are all that stands against the shadow. But if we are to meet our end this day, then we will do so as one. Antaro Tassadar!
Dude, you see that little axe
You
thing they
address
did?
me?
Heck yeah.
I am the
First thing we gotta do, come up here and take this base.
The Templar, march.
And then all this.
Great One, the vault is prepared. Guard us while we preserve our knowledge for those that may follow. They must not make the mistakes we did.
Alright.
Combat.
Come on back home, and then upgrades. Brave One.
I have rallied the last of our great fleet.
Heck yeah, you did, buddy.
Your timing is impeccable, Admiral Urun. When the enemy takes to the
Ooh.
air, we will need your support.
Dude, look at Urun. He's looking hot right now. Oh my gosh.
My charge.
Look at the abilities he's got. We have Mirages and Stargates. Thank you for the tooltips.
The Zerg performed their function as I planned. My hybrid are proof of this.
In death.
The last of the Protoss will fulfill their function in death.
My hybrid are proof of this. No. This.
I bring wisdom.
Not feedback. Storm. Dude, this is gonna be a massacre. I'm really excited about it.
The Zerg are swarming at our flanks. We have
I don't
to
remember
react
which side they
quickly
tend to
or our
hit from
perimeter
early.
defenses will fall.
This is the stuff I should know.
You have not enough minerals.
Over here. Okay. It's alright, we're gonna save it. Then down here.
From the shadows I come.
Keep chronoing. Because, like, what else are we using that for?
Base is
Oh, yeah, here we go.
Your warriors have engaged the enemy.
Oh, I can make shield batteries now too. Dude, we're gonna be able to live for so much longer here. My goodness.
Salvation.
Upgrade complete. Base is under attack.
And this is what we're like. The sooner you get all your upgrades like this,
You have not enough minerals.
that's fine. Don't worry about that. Get these for Mutalisks later. Oh, I walled myself in. Whoops. Pretty long break here.
All shall be remade in my name.
Behold.
My greatest creation.
Vanguard Colossus is going to be our anti-ground. It's just so good.
I bring wisdom.
And don't we auto lift, or can these not be lifted? Yeah, they can't be lifted anymore, but that's okay. Okay, now we position ourselves over here.
My allegiance is.
I should have turned on the extra modifiers in retrospect. I thought that in general this was going to be like way more crazy.
I'm detecting a large amount of Zerg activity in their hive clusters. The hour is prepare for an assault.
Whoa. DTs, I know you're very excited, okay? But just like, chill out. Ooh, Zeratul. Ooh, Zeratul. Cool. Now you all rotate. Okay, I think this base will probably get mined out before...
I bring wisdom. I face a new trial.
Upgrade complete.
Yeah, the Banelings make DTs a little less good here.
Base is under attack.
Oh, whoops, I'm selecting the wrong one for upgrades there. Yeah, Banelings make DTs a little less good, but that's okay. Void armor?
I bring wisdom.
Base is under attack.
You address.
Then back up here.
Swing.
The damage output in general here is insanely good.
Base is under attack.
Ooh, Guardians.
Our board blades are ready to do their part. Disengage prison inhibitors and concentrate all batteries on the hunt.
Mohandar!
For ire.
Destroyers. Sure, build them. Let's see. Don't block yourself in. Okay, that's all well and good. Wait, I can do monoliths, can't I? Upgrades looking good. Oh, I have solar lance now. Dude, I can't believe I'm oh crap. I can't believe I'm making destroyers. Grant would be so disappointed. Oh yeah. You love that. Dude, Matrix Overload is, like, legit awesome here.
Upgrade complete. Upgrade complete.
Just make sure we've got everything covered by it.
The Death Fleet descends.
I can't believe I'm making flippin' destroyers. I'm disappointed even in myself. Dude, the damage output of this army is crazy. Like, it's insane to think of the campaign tools that you're given in Legacy of the Void. Which is why I think it's kind of funny when people just, like... It's the same with Heart of the Swarm. People will, like, casually give Heart of the Swarm units to the enemy. And obviously in this one it's an option. But I think it's... Like, when I play missions where they're like, oh, look, the enemy has Hunter Banelings. And you're like, excuse me, what? They shouldn't have those.
Fleet descends. We embrace the glory of battle.
You know, Zeratil's gonna die to Banelings, I suspect.
I seek the path of salvation.
So this base is... We've basically mined it out. We can't really get to it easily. There it is, Death Fleet's descent. I don't have any anti-armored for air, though, which is probably a bit of a problem.
Mineral field depleted.
No, I lost that one cannon there. Now it's not perfect.
Mineral field depleted.
Probes, you were very brave, but goodbye.
Your probes are under attack. Every hand is turned.
Even the ground beneath you is seeds of your destruction.
Carries the seeds of your destruction.
They just get completely roasted. The other thing here, too, is you don't have to spend nearly as much money because your units are way better in general. So, like, I'm not even spending that... I don't even have to spend that much money because my units aren't dying as quickly.
This is the hour of truth.
Oh, wow, she showed up early, I feel like.
Let the enemy know the wrath of Aya's champions.
Executor Celendis, unleash the full power of your forces. There may be no tomorrow.
Yo.
Intaro Tassadar, Zeratul.
Thermal Lance? Blink? A blinking carrier? And disintegrate. What can Mohandar do? Protect Protoss Archive, and then we get a ton of resources for it. Awesome. Mohandar? He's got Prismatic Beam and Destruction Beam, and he has Stasis and Recall. Oh my god. Miasmatic, what have you done? The player options here are monstrous. Let's just wall this stuff in. There's no reason to not it, I think, anymore. I wonder if the enemy uses fungal growth. That could make things interesting. And by interesting, I mean horrifying. We had a lot of spear energy. We need to start using this. The faster we kill this stuff, the faster we can pivot when the other sides start coming under attack. Look at that symmetry. No, stay away! I'm just setting them up now. They look so good. Oh, yeah. Dude, we still have zealots alive. Spinning zealots. Getting ready for the future, you know? We should just close that up completely. Swarm hosts. I don't even know her. Let's try to keep Zeratul alive until Artanis shows up. We get stuck. Do energizers work on buildings in this? I assume no, but can never hurt to ask, you know? Spending all my money on static defense, which is probably a mistake. Dude, look at the destroyers ripping those Zerglings apart. And then separately, we can do this. Oh! Oh no! Oh no! You fools! No, no, no. Kill the Omegalisk. I want it. Yeah! Get F'd. Rotate. Bomb. Bomb. This is really fun in like a power fantasy type of way. We've had a lot of hard StarCraft related entries this year. It's nice to have one where I can just completely annihilate everything with unfair tools at my disposal. You love to see it, you know? The incentive for surviving as long as you can't pass the kill count is that you get to hear Rohana get blown up when the S is just right. Heck yeah! Alright, let's try to at least make it till that point. Corruptors are going to be our end, though, for sure. Oh, Dark Swarm, huh? And Ravagers. Okay. Enemies getting some no-joke tools. Good work, Talondar. I like how you say that that's a like that's the benefit to doing it. And they break through pretty effectively. I'm heavily favoring air units, though, at this point. Just because I've walled myself in so many places. Past streams are generally unlisted. Only the Elden Ring ones are unlisted, but they're in a playlist, because I didn't want to spam people with those because I was doing it every day. Maporino playlists, or Maporino VODs are public. Those are all public.
You have not enough minerals.
We'll need all these for later. Like, they do effectively break through some of these.
You have no place to hide and nowhere to run.
My copy of StarCraft Mass Recall doesn't work anymore. I updated to the latest version. Well, that's interesting, because I literally was playing StarCraft Mass Recall today, or yesterday, because I was recording Enslaver's Recall. Uh-oh. No, no. Yeah, focus on the Nidus worms, please. Observers are still alive, too.
Base is under attack.
There it is. I mean, really, it's gonna come when you run out of money. That's when everything goes to shit, right? Again, we're gonna try and keep the heroes alive until
My mind is my own.
until at least Artanis shows up, who's gonna be in like a huge, awesome mothership, right? Is that a Viper? Did my carrier just get dragged? I like how even if you don't allow for the Heart of the Swarm variants, the enemy still gets like good units, which I think is great. I'm half tempted to make more Phoenix, or Mirages rather. We have 9 Vanguards. What about these Colossi? The Colossi just sort of wander around confused a lot.
Let us proceed.
6 carriers which heal us. I mean, like, I don't know what else to even make here. I still have a bunch of Energizers. That's absolutely key and crucial. I feel like when this goes to shit, it's gonna go to shit like in a stupendously glorious fashion. Like, everything's gonna fall at the same time, I feel like. Just cram that in there somewhere. Our most hallowed structure.
Base is under attack.
Come the Corruptors. Dude, I'm loving the Solendus carrier model. What is that from? I feel like I've seen it before, but it's looking good. Ooh, lurkers. Ho-ho. Lucky for me, I still have stuff alive. I still have my observers alive. Oh, it's Golden Age skins. Okay. Yeah, it looks great. Okay. All destroyers, all carriers, all Phoenix. You are now flyer group because I need you to fly around and hit these assholes that are coming in.
Ready
Yo!
yourselves. The final confrontation is upon us.
Vortex?
And we will meet it head on.
Resurgence in the mothership?
My brethren,
Astral
hear
Wind!
me, for there is little time left. All that remains of our race, our civilization,
Oh, gosh.
are those that stand beside you now. Trust each other in the fight ahead. Strike as one will. Let our last stand burn a memory so bright that we will be known throughout eternity. Entaro Adun. Entaro Tassadar.
Entaro Artanis, brother.
Yo, he lived! What's funny, so that uses the, This is absurd. That actually is the, that's the voice line from the end of Legacy of the Void. I know you're excited, Mohandar.
Change is
Let me guess, it's my flippin' Colossi, isn't it? Yeah. I actually got it maxed out before he showed up.
Base is under attack. Your warriors have engaged the enemy.
And we're probably this means we're gonna start losing stuff from the spear here really soon. Oh my god, the Banelings. Oh gosh. Oh, that was juicy right there, though. That you can't deny that was juicy.
Mineral base is under attack.
Ooh, the lag. Now it's kicking in.
Base
You should have put him in a scout. Uh-oh. Fancy hybrid.
Jeopardized my great plan. But in your recklessness, you mistook her for the true threat.
The true threat. I feel like even if I wasn't recording, I get really bad frames here. Am I correct here? Dude, the Banelings are what's gonna be our downfall here. Ah! Maybe I should turn my graphics settings down. No. Ground units. We're gonna pull you back now.
Only destruction awaits our foes.
Only destruction awaits our foes. Maybe I don't want to pull back yet.
Amon's forces have begun attacking the Spear of Adun. I'll try to support your forces, but we're taking heavy damage.
And in advance, let's start throwing down some extra pylons. I'm still not even maxed out. Destroy 5,000 units before your CPU dies. Yeah, exactly. The greatest weapon, the CPU destroyer. See, this is where like if we would have just went normal Void Rays, this would have been we would have a much better time, but that's okay. Dude, I'm still not maxed out. I don't even know what to make. I guess carriers. Carriers and Colossi? These Colossi are going to be better and better as we beef up these side areas. Again, just use this stuff. Not doing anything else with it. With the spear energy, I should say. Ah! Banelings! No! Get away! It's alright, we got him. You know what? With Shadow Fury, I think DTs are a great option too. As we lose supply, I'm just gonna make DTs. Because, like, obviously they can be seen. But that's fine. Because they're invulnerable while they're doing damage.
The Spear of Adun has taken a direct hit. The fabrication matrix is unresponsive.
Okay, we gotta try to last until Rohana dies. I'm gonna wait until maybe we can get a sense of when the next, like, Mondo wave is coming in to drop a fatty solar on it. Solar bombardment, rather. Dude, this army feels unstoppable. Again, we don't have any income really left anymore, so that's where our biggest issue is now. It's like, I can build cannons, but it's a little wasteful because they're not nearly as impactful as any individual unit that we could make. I love that Artanis gets Resurgence. Do that. Heal Zeratul. Hell yeah, he's back up to snuff.
I bring
Gosh. Miasmatic, what have you done? Legacy of the memes, indeed. You know what to make destroyers? The destroyers are funny. It's just because they don't do any damage to the, they don't really do any damage to the hybrid, which is what we really need them for.
your efforts are futile. My harbingers will usher in a new age.
The assault cluster is failing. Solar Lance is offline.
You gotta kill these guys. Ooh, I didn't lose a single thing. And we can heal out of combat, and not even out of combat. We can heal in combat. The issue is just we have no supply left. Use Phoenix before he goes away. And these things appear to not storm. Are they going to be any flying hybrid? That would be a nice addition to this. I haven't even lost the Zealots. Like, when the spinning Zealots die, then I'll replace them with DTs, but they're not dying. There it is. Probably didn't need to do that, but... No, Zeratul, no! He didn't get to live to see Rohana die. She's kind of a jerk to the DTs, you know? You know, we are insanely overpowered, but I gotta say, this works. Like, this as a map, it works. It's really fun. It's certainly over the top. The performance issues is something that can't really be avoided with StarCraft 2, unfortunately. So you maybe have to think more about that, but it's still it's good. It's fun.
Hull breach detected. Defensive lattice is offline. Phoenix can no longer be deployed surface side.
Dude, his name is Talendar? Okay, DTs. That'll help with the Banelings. Devourers! These air attacks are getting pretty gnarly. Uh-oh. Wait, Resurgence. Not Resurgence, whatever that's called. Retreat! Retreat to the ramps! Make vanguards, make DTs. Glad I built those pylons in advance. If we hadn't finished the bonus, then we wouldn't have any money left at all. Think about that. Just for fun?
Gods, their ships are diving headlong into the spirit of Anu.
Ah! Oh, she's dead. I imagine George Lucas from that behind the scenes in episode 1 at this point. This is miasmatic. I may have gone a little too far in some places. Even our super overpowered stuff can't quite win. Now we're out of money. All the destroyers have gone down. Arun getting healed for free. Hang on, buddy. Oh, and the sad music starts. It's never been this bad for you before. Are you on the Dude, get him! Are you playing on the highest graphics settings? Dude, the drop there, the bomb was right when Artanis died.
Is this our destiny?
Where's the Enya? Dude, I know it's kind of meant to be a semi-silly map, but I gotta say, like, I love good additions of music, and this is like the perfect place for it. Really well done. The Devourers are like a really strong addition.
As I was your beginning, so shall I.
Splat.
Your light is expended. It is finished.
I'm glad you got rid of him saying, I love it when a plan comes together, because that was always kind of silly. Archive saved, yes. Spear of a Dune destroyed, yes. That's cool. And then there's just the fact that there's a nice little restart there, and you can change the difficulty modifiers from the restart is really nice. Really good submission. I mean, I know this was made not for Maporino, but it was submitted to Maporino, but, like, really good map in general. This is fun. It's, like, a really nice twist on an existing map, right? It fits kind of right in there with, I call it the pipeline to custom content. And things that fit in... Hang on, let me get some socks. My feet are cold. The things that fit into that are, like, race swaps, for example. Anything that modifies the existing campaigns. And it's a pipeline because this is where people who are interested in custom content always start. I would say 90% of people who want more of the campaigns play things that are the campaigns but a little different, and this is like a really perfect addition to that, I think. I moved the kill count requirement for Amon's I love it when a plan comes together Easter egg line much higher because I basically never not heard it, even in vanilla. Oh, I didn't even know that was hey, the more you know when you're diving into the editor to look at these maps. I didn't even know that was something that he couldn't say. Yeah, good stuff.